Hi, third graders. It is Thursday, April 16th. If you are following along in your schedule that was included in your packet, today's math lesson is to work on the Chapter 10 Check My Progress page. That page is 593 to 594 in your math book. After you complete this, you're going to work on your multiplication and division of the day page. I don't care which one you pick, just make sure you do both sides. And then work on reflex math until you get a green light, or work on your multiplication flashcards. Okay, so I was going to take some time to go through the vocabulary with you and then go over a couple of these questions so that you had some examples. So starting with the vocabulary, it says choose the correct word to complete each sentence. The vocabulary words that I'm responsible for are denominator, numerator, fraction, and unit fraction. Okay? A blank is a number that represents an equal part of a whole or an equal part of a set. Number 2 says exactly one equal part of a whole is called a. Number 3 says the blank tells the number of equal parts being represented. And number 4 says the blank tells the total number of equal parts. Okay, if you want to pause this video and try and answer these questions on your own, I think that would be a great choice. And then when you are done filling these out, you can play this video again and check your work. Okay, so the correct answers for these choices. A blank is a number that represents an equal part of a whole or an equal part of a set. That is a fraction. Okay, number 2, exactly one equal part. When we're talking about just one part, I'm talking about a unit fraction, where the numerator is always 1. Okay, number 3, the blank tells the number of equal parts being represented. That means of this fraction that I have, how many do I have? Of the whole fraction, what part am I representing? That would be the numerator. Okay, and then the total number of equal parts, or the total number of parts possible, would be the denominator. If you got any of these parts wrong, that's okay. I want you to go back, erase the ones you got wrong, fix them so that you have a great example of what to work on, and then go ahead and review your flashcards from the beginning of this unit. Okay, going down to the concept check. We need to divide the whole into equal parts, then label each part with its unit fraction. So I'm going to skip this one, and I'm going to do number 6, where my job is to label 3 equal parts. So that means I'm going to make thirds. Remember, I need to make them as equal as I can. It's hard to do, and I'm using a pen. You should be using a pencil, but just do the best you can. So if I have 3 possible parts, I know my denominator is going to be 3. Okay, and then each unit fraction I know is going to be 1. This is 1/3, 1/3, 1/3. Okay, you need to do number 6, split this into 6 equal parts and label it with its unit fraction. Number 7 is the one I'm going to do with you. You will need to do 8 and 9 on your own. Circle the correct unit fraction for the shaded section of each model. So here I'm going to start by counting how many possible parts I have for the total number of equal parts. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 equal parts with just one of them shaded in. So the number being represented is 1 part of 4 possible parts. So that means my denominator is going to be 4. The unit fraction is 1/4. Okay, flip the page. The directions on this page say, complete the chart, write a fraction for each part. Let's see if this clears itself up. There we go. Okay, so here's my fraction model. I am responsible for writing the part that is green. The first thing I'm going to do is count the number of total possible parts to get my denominator. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 possible parts. That's going to be my denominator for both of these. Okay, and then the part that is green, 1, 2, 3 of those parts are green, and just one of them is not green or white. Okay, so the part that is green is 3/4. The part that is not green is 1/4. You go ahead and try number 11. Okay, now here we have parts of a set down here. So I need to shade 3/6 of these parts here to represent the fraction. So I have 6 possible parts, and I'm going to shade 3 of them. It doesn't matter which 3 as long as it's just 3 of the 6. And this represents 3/6 of this whole are shaded, of this set are shaded. Okay? Looking at number 14. Number 14 says, Sydney, oh, hi Sydney, you're in the problem today, has 8 packages of sticky notes. 5 of the packages are pink, 1 is green, and 2 are blue. Write a fraction to show what part of the set of sticky notes is not pink. Okay, so I'm going to draw this out first. The first thing I'm going to do is draw the 8 packages of sticky notes. So I'm going to draw 8 boxes to represent those sticky notes. Okay, so here are my 8 sticky notes. I read here 5 of them are pink. So I have a pink one, a pink one, a pink one, a pink one, and a pink one. Okay, I put P's in 5 of the boxes to show that they're pink. 1 is green. I'm going to put a G in that box. And then 2 are blue. Okay, so my job is to write a fraction to show what part of the set of sticky notes is not pink. So my set is how many sticky notes I have possible. I have 8 packages of sticky notes. So that's going to be my denominator, the parts possible. Now I'm talking about just the parts that are not pink. Well, this one's pink, this one's pink, this one's pink, this one's pink, and this one's pink. So these here are not pink. How many are not pink? 1, 2, 3 are not pink. So 3/8 of Sydney's sticky notes are not pink. Okay? So go ahead and finish up the questions that we did not do, and we can check our work tomorrow during Zoom. I will see you then.